hello all the viewers. I welcome you back to 34th Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm Abhishek and we have coach Dhruv with us today. Hi Dhruv, are you excited for this tournament?
Yes, so very much excited. As soon as I'm just streaming with you, it's a very good opportunity today. So yeah, I'm ready to give all whatever I'm going to have. I'm going to share my knowledge with the Sir Abhishek. So yeah, sir, it's all over to you.
Surely. So we are getting our first request for Advik right now. I think the kid himself has written their name. Mm, Still not a part of the tournament. We can take on the second request. Yeah. So now we have a request for Mr. Chess Forever. So, Mr. Chess Forever is taking on Ani. Ani is playing with the white pieces, and Mr. Chess Forever is playing with the black pieces. Now, we are in the early stage of the game right now, and we can see there has been some quick attack developed on the board. Okay,
Yeah.
now how many
Oh,
times do you see pawn c4 as the first move? Now, so there
it's
is English
it's
on the
like
board right now.
yeah, it's like very rarely you will find this opening very rare. But yeah, the students who has done the preparation usually play this who has done the preparations, but it's very rare English
Again,
opening
it's
on the
rare
board.
at the kids level. Generally they start their career with e4, they slowly switch and learn d4, but c4 is still new to these guys, and we can see the kids have even adapted that too because their rating is above 1500 right now. The pawn has been played to d5. There has been some early move, and white decided to expand in this expand on the c file, gaining some space,
And
and black decided to play b6. Okay.
okay, this is rather than b6, I think black should first get up their bishops out by getting
Exactly,
it on
and
a
this is
d6.
not reminding me of English, but it looks more like the Queen's Gambit, where this pawn has like got a bit expanded. If you think
Oh yeah,
like this is
actually.
not looking like English to me, to be precise. And then
Yeah,
light
but
square weaknesses were there, and
and see after that he has moved that pawn, but I think if you just look out, those c pawn has been expanded so much right now in the early game. This
yes.
is not usually you should play. There is a reason, because that bishop, let's suppose that bishop which is on a b5 bishop, okay, might be, let's suppose you didn't develop there, and that bishop can be very much harmful. If it was gone at some point, then the opponent can stop your castling with their own bishop. So
Uh,
it's recommended for all the kids to do not go up for the c5 that much early.
yeah, I think they should maintain the tension in the center of the board,
Yes.
obviously, as you said. And this allows them to open up the c file effectively if they want. They want to get the rook c1. There are a lot of ideas. We'll just see how this position is developed further. And the black somehow managed to neutralize this attack, obviously, by finding the right defenses on the board. And the game has taken a good turn right now.
Oh, what?
Now, black
Even
figured
after?
out a skewer in this position where the knight was already being attacked, and then
Yeah.
queen knight got attacked together. Queen has to save herself, obviously, in this position. And then one of the knights were taken down because now the skewer got converted into a pin. Obviously, there was a
Okay.
pin after knight rook, and knight takes
So
back, rook
after this,
takes.
the knight is also
Exactly. So then the queen was played, rook a8 was played in order to defend the e8 mating threat. And the position is still going on, and now
okay,
we
but
are seeing a live position.
actually, white has taken a good advantage after that c5. White
Mhm.
has taken a very good advantage. He's building a pressure also. He's not leaving up the pressure. If you just look out over the
Uh,
board, the black is not gone up from the fourth rank on any sides. But the white has firstly moved on to the c5, and he is building up the pressure on that side, particular side. So that's a very good thing, like any has did till now.
That is absolutely
But
correct
I
right now.
think
I don't
like
think if there was a need to capture this, I think they could have played the queen g6 and pinged this pawn and then maybe went in for bishop captures knight. I see.
yes,
Maybe that would have been and
yes, that's
also,
that can be a
after
very good
queen
tactic.
g6, you can also try ideas like, bishop c2. Then probably you can try to hunch upon the a4 pawn if needed, if even if you can't win the knight. So yeah, there were many moves that can come over the board, but yeah. Also, this is
Okay,
going to be a
like they
fantastic
have been
endgame
gone
to watch
for
out for.
a pawn
Yeah.
inaccuracy. The black is playing on with the for the white.
Yes. I mean, white does have, the
Like the
complete
pawn
broken pawn
advantage is
structure
there.
right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like
The
totally
broken
inaccurate
pawn
structure.
structure can become a
Uh,
reason. I think the purpose is to go knight b3 in the later run. But okay. Okay, the king has moved now.
I mean, the knight is
You
still
need
there,
to.
so it can be very dangerous for white to handle with two rooks.
Exactly.
It's
And when
like
you
it's
look
look
at.
like
Yes, yes, please go
yeah,
ahead.
it's look like that. It's look like that the white is winning, but at any point of the time, one fork and the game will just gonna turn around.
Definitely. I completely agree with you. Well, here the c7 pawn is, it was hanging and then white figured out to take that pawn down. Now, at this point, what are we witnessing? That white is, slowly and steadily making a comeback in the position because they are also winning some pawns
Yes.
back from the black again. As you see now, black is the one who need to be a bit careful because if you allow the b6 pawn to fall down, the a4 pawn is going to be your one of the key passes on the rook file for the endgame. And due to the reason, the black
Yes.
decided to save that pawn and keep the game going. On the other hand, I'm just thinking what else can the black do to hold on this position for a bit better.
The else black can try like right now black can just push the pawn like that can be a good deal. Like if the pawn captures, they are getting a rook.
Yes.
But okay, check is. Are they looking for?
I don't
Oh,
know
no,
if
no,
this
it's
check
not
has a
possible.
that this check has a that much of value. I was just thinking if we give up these guys and try to play on the king side, but again, it's not a clear strategy to follow. And then one more thing I would like to add in this position is black should at least try for a draw. Oh, okay. Black should at least try for a draw in this position.
Yeah,
And both kids are
black.
below 1 minute right now in the clock. They have 30 and
Yeah,
40
the
seconds
black
left in
is
the clock.
having.
I mean, look at the clock right
Yeah,
now.
like both
I'm just
are
more
like
concerned
playing with the
about
time
that.
pressure actually.
Yes. I mean, this is where the composure is going to make a, huge difference in the character I'm going to see. Then again, if we see black is somehow trying to hold this position.
But yeah, one thing I want to add, like in this type of positions, knight can be very useful rather than rooks.
Knight is a monster. It cannot be just very useful. A knight can, flip the tables around at any point. Okay, I know they have a passer and they're trying pretty well, but the time is going to, make a huge difference. I think they could have tried giving up their rook for the
Oh,
queen, but
God.
still,
Oh,
white is winning. But then 8 seconds
yeah.
and 12 seconds, I don't know how this game is going to turn later. I mean, you just move your knight. Come on.
Oh, what? What?
They got a
They
fourth king e7.
like
King e7
there was
was
a
needed.
blunder.
Yes. Ooh, what just happened?
That's
I mean,
there was a
White just
blunder.
pre-moved and White went in for this ladder
At one
checkmate.
point of
And
time, there is a free queen. I think so.
is that okay?
Black forgot to escape from the f5.
Hmm. Okay.
Black forgot to escape from
Oh,
f5.
the king could have simply captured the queen. I mean, yeah, it happened in this fraction of seconds, so even I
Yeah,
didn't pay attention
that was
to.
a blunder.
And even in the later stage also, if they
Like the
can
black
just
is
hold on
thinking
for the
on the
position
timing.
better, the white was left with only 1 second.
Yes.
So even if something like king e7, you can still go for a win also if you want to. because there is no increment again, as we say, right? But I think Black went in the corner,
Yes.
and that was something that took their game away from them. Good game by both of the players. They played really well. Let us go on the next request now. We are getting a request for Vian right now. We are going to take their game. Hmm. I'm unable to find the username for the kid. Yeah, I found it. So, in this game, Samagra is playing with the white pieces and Vian is playing with the black pieces.
If you look like right now, the black is little under a pressure. I will say, like the reason is very simple. If you look, the both black is having a two pieces, like the doubling up, but that is not working. The knight is actually right now attacking, and knight is also
Yes,
building a attack on f7.
that's correct. Now, on the other hand, black is also trying to hunch upon the f2 with the queen bishop, obviously. They are trying well, but obviously, and moving the bishop isn't a small thing
That's a
because your
very
queen
good
is
move by
hanging
the
in the very next move. Yeah, that's correct. So again, the thing is, you cannot move your bishop immediately just because your queen is hanging. With the tempo, definitely you can, but then you need to immediately find some quick way to defend the queen and f2 at the same time. Otherwise, you might run into some quick problem. Also, one more thing to note here: after bishop takes f2, there's a quick fork in the position as well, which needs to be addressed uh, by the black, obviously.
Yeah,
I think
like
white needs to
after
deal with a
this
lot of
check, if you
problems.
look out, like the black is having a move.
Yes. Oh, what
Oh,
a deadly fork!
oh, what?
The
Wow,
king and
that's a fantastic
white,
move.
white is just high
That's a
on tactics right
fantastic move.
now. I mean, it was quite unexpected. As per my speculation, I was thinking either the black king is going to move on h8 or f8. That was that's what I really speculated in the position. I wasn't expecting black to play king h7 followed by bishop g6. Brilliant tactic at the right time, saving the game. But then again, you see that they have
Wow.
broken a pin, so they need to give their own queen too. But yeah, for tactic, it's 100%. The knight is still
By the way,
hanging, and then there is knight
very
c2 in
good
the
chess
air as
by
well.
the Vian.
Yeah,
But a very good chess by Vian. I will like that's a very rarely anyone can find that at the kids
like
level.
what captures you?
But yeah, that was a very good move.
Okay,
Like that check of the bishop
bishop tactic.
to get the queen there. Like it was
That's
unexpected.
correct. Yeah, but I
Black
think
has
why
done
did then Vian
Black
play
has
king
done
h7? That
the
is the question.
mistake,
They have
but
enough
yeah,
time.
it's a very
Yeah,
good find by Vian.
yeah, that's true. I think it's Samagra because they played from white here, and then the game just kept on going now. Obviously, white is slightly better in the position because of their rook pair. But again, when you have an active knight, active bishop, the tables can turn around. We saw in the last game itself, it was a really fighting game that we saw.
Yes,
Again,
for sure.
black is having superior activity here.
Like
The white's dark square
here,
bishop is dead. Yeah.
yeah. If you just look out, if the knight moves, there is a one more threat on the rook can be on the bishop can be created.
Definitely. This knight 4 can lead to the death of this bishop, and position is already looking very good for black at this point. But then a few moves have been played in the position. Okay, so obviously we'll go on
Oh,
that.
what?
They found the
What?
knight 4.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
a very
on the
good,
rook and
very
king. Yeah, it was an amazing fork found by the
that was a
black in
very
this
good move.
position. Oh, what just happened?
The kids are playing
Black
like
first played bishop to d6,
best moves.
forking the king and the rook. Okay, now these two guys
Yes,
got forked. The pawn moved, and then they gave another fork.
another fork. Yeah,
What is this
that was
taking place?
brilliant.
Okay, it is. I think the kid is flexing their tactic. I mean, one poke was enough to just take a rook and. But okay, the thing is,
Yeah,
the kid's knight was hanging at this
yeah.
point. But again, you win the bishop as a compensation, so maybe that is fine because you will have an extra bishop. But cool, okay. And then they decided to
Like
save it.
he was just pressurizing the opponent. He was just
Oh my
pressurizing the
goodness.
opponent with more and more threats.
Yeah, I mean, that is overpowering. I mean, this is not a normal chess. And then here, White decides to counter attack. White is somehow agreeing for exchanging pieces. I think this is what I'm not liking. When you have less material, please do not
Yeah,
exchange pieces, students. This is not good at all.
yeah.
Because now,
It
Black
decreases
is
the
going to
probability.
have a very easy game. Yeah, and few more moves has been played. And here the bishop is pinned and White is having a passer on top of that. We never know how this game is going to shape itself further. I think one of the
Oh,
ideas can include rook a3, then bishop b4 to
like
come out of the pin. But then the passer is, enough to complete this game for White. Somehow, so I think this game has showcased a lot of tactics and their importance in this game. I mean, this one game can be a very good instructive game for
I
many
think
other students. And Vian is
this
running
can
out
be
of
a
the
game of
clock, I guess.
day.
Definitely. I mean, what just happened? And now you're giving your bishop to take the passer, and then from black being, almost the winner of the game, they have lost the sword out of their hands, and now again they need to fight for it. But only 1 second is now left in their clock, and it is not looking good. They're looking to trade so they can simplify and play a bit of fast chess with some quick moves. Oh, but anyways, the
But
time
it's
standing the
like
winner of this
totally
game,
gone
and
for black.
obviously it has not turned well for Vian. But yeah, I think this one game is going to stay in our mind for a longer period of time.
Yes,
Good game by both the
for sure,
players.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We are getting a request for Bhavisha. We are going to take their game. She has already completed her one of the games. We are going to feature her most recent game right now. She was playing against Ethan. Ethan was playing white. Bhavisha was playing black. And we will just see how this game went all in all.
Okay,
So here
E3.
Ethan started with
E3.
E3. I think this is a mouse slip. The kid must be trying to play E4. Bhavisha started with E5 and then knight H3. I think Ethan is still quite new to the game with Bhavisha.
Yeah. Like the
Generally, the
reason, like,
idea includes developing the knight in the center, right?
yes, actually. Bhavisha is playing with black, right?
She's
Yeah.
playing black, and I think she has followed the opening principles better than Ethan, I guess.
Yeah,
You.
white.
Yeah. Again, white is trying to create some attack on H7, and as they have castle, they're trying to do, but like getting your other pieces into the attack is equally important. And this
Oh,
attack
he
will
forgot.
not succeed because.
Yeah,
Can you
the
explain why?
knight.
Yes.
The knight
It
is
is.
there on F6. Like he might
True.
forgot.
Yes. So this is being defended twice. So if you take, and even black did not notice that they can simply win a free piece here. Again, the kids are just
There
beginner and
is
new to the game, so
there
no
is
more
there is
expectations.
one tactic. So there is a one tactic. After giving that bishop, you can bring up the queen on
Queen.
h5.
Oh yes. I mean, after knight captures, you have this beauty queen h5 here. But okay, just a second. So after knight takes a queen h5, aren't the black going to capture one more
Oh
piece?
yeah, yeah, right, right. That's move.
So
But yeah,
if the
like
king is on
black just
h8, then
forgot.
that can succeed. But no, even if the king is on h8, for instance, queen takes g5, queen takes g5, and then knight takes g5 can still fix the problem. So I guess queen to h5 might not be the best in the position.
Yeah, the queen h5 is not good.
Yes. But again, I think White went fully aggressive. They didn't follow the opening principles, but maybe they were good at doing attacks here. They found a very solid fork in the position on the queen and then
Yeah.
on king. Even though bishop is hanging, so Black decided to take the knight and not give their queen, which is a fantastic move because later on, you are winning a bishop too. And that's what even Bhavisha did. The game continued after pawn to f4
Wow.
with the idea of,
Just look at that
maybe
move.
adding, yeah, I mean, very much instructive. I know White doesn't know the opening principles, but if they have did
But
it
the
for
middle game
Rook
is good.
f3, Rook h3, yeah, middle game is superior. But one thing I'm wondering
So,
here, after Bhavisha took this pawn, which was quite protected, I mean, Ethan
yeah,
could
he
have just
didn't
taken
took
here
like
simply.
that should be taken up.
Yes. And then this pawn was taken down, but still Rook f3, Rook h3 can
Now
be a
there
game
is no
over. The kid
attack.
is coming with
Now
that.
you cannot create. Now you cannot win this.
Bishop is coming
Because
h6, yeah.
there is already bishop h3, another.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to. Okay, you cannot even trade for now. So we need to see what then Ethan did to fix that problem. On the other hand, Bhavisha being, a bit smart, she's trying to, exchange her bad queen with the opponent's good queen and trying to neutralize the threat that Ethan created in the position. And then
Yes.
after Rook h3, Ethan did tried. I think Bishop h6 was the only way to go in the position. But here, Bhavisha decided to give an exchange sacrifice, which
What?
wasn't the best game. But for kids, I think keeping their king alive was everything. So it's quite acceptable again at this level, I will say.
Oh,
On the
that
other
is.
hand, Ethan kept his attack on, winning three pieces from Bhavisha, and then
Okay, one side there is a queen, like, I don't know, like maybe it's that attacks has given the things.
yes,
Like
wow.
the
I
other
mean, I
side, if
think
you if
clearly,
you have look out, if you have look out, one common thing in this game, another side of bishop, rook, and knights are untouched. Both players.
that is correct. They did develop the queen side pieces, but I would like to add a point here that Ethan, kept the initiative of the attack throughout the game. He did
Yes.
followed principles, didn't care much about the game, but that aggression can be clearly seen with each and every move this kid has played. That I
Yeah.
want to, attack something in my opponent's kingdom while moving my piece in each and every move. And because of which, maybe Bhavisha never got a chance to, come back from that. So I
For
think
sure.
Ethan just went super aggressive, and then again you see h7, h8, he's threatening a ladder here. Again, bishop can intervene, but we all know that after rook takes or queen takes d8, it is going to be a game over.
Yeah,
And
it's
yeah,
like
after this,
win.
obviously that's obvious the kid is going to, even though she ran out of the time. I think good game by both the players. I think a good start for the Bhavisha, but later I think Ethan's aggressive move. So I think Bhavisha can work a bit more on her middle game with their coach, obviously, and they will look
Yeah.
after that. But good
Bhavisha
game by
should
both the
have
players.
Bhavisha should have opened their other side of pieces. That will
Truly.
be helpful.
Because your pieces not only help you to attack but defend at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Advik, can you please help with your username? We can definitely feature your game. We need your username just if you can type it. Let us quickly take a look at the leaderboard which is here. Afnan is on the first position with 17 points. Sain is on the second position with 12 points. Arush is on the third position with 11 points. Now the tables have changed. Sankit is on the second position with 13 points. Shaurya is on the fifth position with 10 points. Ani is on the sixth position with 9 points. Chef Forever on the seventh position, 9 points. Araf on the eighth position with 8 points. Arna Dhruvan on the 10th position with 8 points. So currently, Afnan is on a solid streak if we see.
Yes.
Afnan is taking on Sankit. I would love to feature this game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. This can be
let us
very
try to
good.
do this. Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
the hashtag 1 and 2 are taking on each other, and we again have
English.
English on board. Yes. I think English is gaining its popularity in this academy, I guess. But
Yeah.
then Black decided to launch The scholar checkmate from I mean, that
Wow.
is good. I mean, Afnan is still trying this. I need to appreciate that. I know it cannot work the best, but that doesn't mean you just don't use it. At times, you should keep your game a bit fun if you want. At the end, this is a practice tournament, and trying something doesn't take anything.
Okay, wow. That's a good way to start.
So White strike the center, but White, I guess, lost a pawn in this process.
Yes, like that's a good start for the white. Oh,
And again,
yeah,
Black
that's
is
a very good.
being very good. I mean, he's ruining the pawn structure on the queen side, and already a pawn up. I think Afnan has, not worried about the opening, but he's showing why he's super good at the middle
He's on
game.
leaderboard.
Yeah, yeah, why he's on the leaderboard. Like, just see, now Sankeet was good. Now Sankeet is going to break the pawn structure too. This is getting intense. I mean, the
Oh, okay.
D7 pawn is
That
hanging here.
one D7 should be protected.
Are
D7
they
should
looking for
not
a
be up.
counterplay with Rook E2? But I'm not very sure because White has so many weaknesses. But are you going to like give up a pawn and then defend the other one and then go? We never know. We need to see this.
This
Oh,
Rook D7 will affect the Afnan very much if he find out the counter attack from here.
hmm.
Because like
That is
just look at the other pawns are just falling down because of that D7. If he has
that's correct.
protected it on D6, that can be very good start for the Afnan.
That is true. But again, oh, something has just happened. We need to see. So what just happened? Sakir got his last rook into the activity with the idea of doubling on the seventh rank.
Okay.
And here the knight somehow moved,
Yeah.
and there was sort
He
of a bit
tries
skewer
to
position.
overprotected that.
Yes, I think there
Uh,
was.
that was overprotected. First,
He
he should
found a
get the
rook
rook up on
check,
the e6.
and then he landed a knight there. The rook went on the second rank here. The knight captured the pawn on h6 at this point,
This kid's
and
trying
the
the
knight
smuggle.
on g5 was undefended at this particular moment. But Black did not pay attention to that and played rook e1, trying to force some attack on the first rank. White was just good enough to figure that out, and rook to g8 is a checkmate in this position. They forced an attack, and White just took so they can deflect the back rank defender at this point with a capture. And after bishop defense, if Black is not careful enough, rook g8 will lead to the mate. They decided to
Okay,
attack the iso pawn,
that's
and
great.
okay, I mean a
There is
good
a
start by
different.
Afnan. Okay, so as a coach, I would like to say one thing to both of these players, just as a normal general coach. Here, if you see, the Afnan had 4 minutes left in the clock. Sankeet had 4 minutes left in
Oh,
the clock. The kids are playing,
very
in the
fast.
bullet, in the bullet form instead of bleeds form. Like Afnan started very well, but if he takes a bit of time, if he keeps a bit of composure while playing things and makes the move, I think next time Afnan can take a game from Sankeet. It was a very
Yeah.
good game by both the players, but again, playing it slow is really important.
Yeah, like the Afnan was going on because of like he was on the top, so he was just willing to maintain that streak. So he was going faster, but in the end he forgot to like keeping that speed, but not the right moves.
And again, this kind of like one small loss can cost the whole position on the leaderboard, right? So I
Yes.
think the kid should play a bit slower. Both of them, even Sankeet too. It applies for all the players who are playing in this arena. Playing slow will, I
I
think,
mean,
makes.
yeah, like
Akun
if
is
you
asking
have
for some tips. Can you give some tips to this kid if you want to?
Afnan,
No,
is
not
that
Afnan particularly. It's someone has asked from the community or from our students.
okay? So like just like from the last game, I would love to say when you start, like you are on the top of the leaderboard, it's fine. But to keep it there, you need to maintain your calm. That's the first thing you will require. Like if you just think that I'm just rushing it up, you are like, okay, I want to go for the next game as soon as possible. I want to keep the streak. Yeah, it's fine. But look at who is your opponent also. It's like if your opponent is who is just second of you, then you need to make sure that uh, he should not able to win that.
That is
For that,
correct.
you
Again,
need to keep your time pressure under control. Like the time in the opening, no doubts, we teach the childs the opening. You need to go little faster so you can have a middle game time. But meanwhile, after 3 or 4 moves, you have to judge a game very well. Like after 3 or 4 moves, your whole game getting decided. That how you gonna attack, on which side you gonna defend. So first, making these things clear will help your game very much.
that is absolutely correct. I mean, very well said by you. We should not only stick to the opening. Once our opening is done, understanding those pawn structures is really important. Picking up the right side for the attack, deciding whether you want to play statically or dynamically. I think those all factors does play a part, definitely, and especially when you are above 1500. Yes, these things are going to count in your game. Okay.
For sure.
There's some other thing we are getting at the same time. Let's pick up a game now. I think even I would like to feature one of the Science game he's taking on Sankeet. The reason is this kid has just played 5 games, 1 draw, and then 4 wins in a row. I would love to see, because these kids have the similar rating. So just one game for Sankeet, for Sain and Sankeet here. Here
Okay.
Sain is playing with the black pieces. Sankeet is playing as white, and we are already almost into an end game. And we see that
Yeah.
Sain is better with the queen. So let the game just ended. Let us see
Yeah,
what
like
just happened.
the queen is not there for the white, so it's like gone.
But like, how did the kid blunder? So here Sankeet, Sain picked up bishop b4 variation that immediately, breaks the pawn structure on the queen side if white is not well prepared. And that happened on the board as well. Now, having double pawns
Yeah.
near center is a good deal, but in the later
Okay.
endgame, it can make a difference.
I just want to add up one thing. Like after the English opening, like just this position, like the Sankeet should have like covered up that open file, like which is B file. Should have covered up that B file so that the opponent cannot target on the castling side with the bishop from there. So
Uh,
just making sure these things, and also like once you lose that knight and your pawn structure is like broken, so it's not like you cannot win this from there, but it's like how fast you are getting your tactics done at this time. Like see, white has an open file, so use it, otherwise the opponent will use.
Yes. So we white could have developed this rook with with while creating the threats in the opponent's camp with b7, and then they could have just followed simple development. Again, this is a playable pawn structure, because every double pawn or isolated pawn also comes with an open file too in many situations. So definitely it was a boon and curse at the same time. But it's up to the kid how they want to make out of it. Sankeet decided to hit, the head of the pawn chain here. I'm not very much sure how pawn to f7 can lead the position to.
F7.
I mean, f7 pawn to f6, I don't know, because this
Oh
weakens your king a
yeah,
bit,
like that
and then your
should not
knight doesn't get the best square in the center. So,
that should not be
not sure
played.
how this
Okay.
is going to impact the whole middle game. Okay, the kid decided to equalize in the center by striking it, and
Okay, like the both kids are like trying to create the attacks, and the Sankeet has like uh, is doing just a one mistake, like not covering up that file,
file, yes. And not
because the
only about
queen
the
can
file,
open up on
the kids are
b6.
going in a quick attack, but they are not looking to make their king safe till now. It's the 12th move. Again, depending on the position you take your ideas, definitely. On the other hand, Sain has picked up passive positions for the knight, right? So he need to, work a bit more to get his knight out now, if you look at this position, obviously. And bishop
Yeah,
then goes
for
on f5, obviously, creating more threats.
okay. If you just look out, Sankeet has developed a very good bishops, like just like a Caesar we say usually.
Yes,
Like
like a
pushing
Caesar.
that
That's
pawn will
correct.
open up the two very like the four square of the heart of black.
Yes. I mean, this is looking because after this, not only you are threatening b7, but if the knight move, then you have ideas of bishop, d5, queen d5. A lot of things can turn around. And here Sanket decides to offer a knight trade. I'm not very sure if that's the best move in the
This should
position.
not be done. This should not be done. Like when you are pressurizing the opponent, do not trade. See, they have a bad night, you have a very good night over that time.
Yes, the knight was really passive that Sain had here. And after that, the bishop manages to take on e7. Was there a need to trade down this bishop for a knight?
This
You
one is
gave up
also
on your
like a
bishop
very bad
pair.
idea. I will say very bad idea, like for going with the trade. No,
Also,
like
now you could
your
have maybe
bishops are
tried for
placed very
c6,
well.
but can we hold on to that for a bit longer? Okay, then we are attacking this as well, but the rook can like go here and just cover this attack. I think
I mean
while
now,
attacking, you shouldn't be trading. Yeah.
yeah, like when you are attacking, you should not go for the trades. Like you are in the leading position, why you wanna give a trades? More you trade, more the pressure is released from the opponent side. So this thing should be kept in a mind.
Also, I didn't understood how pawn to d6 can shape this game. The kid is looking to probably go in for some discovered check in the position, but is it worth giving your passer that you have in the position, because that passer can turn out to be really lethal, especially at the end games.
Yeah, like this is a bad move. Like in middle game, like Sankeet has done some mistake for starting with those trades,
Yes.
and here like it's
Oh.
what? Ye- Oh my God!
So when Sankeet recaptured on the square, his queen is hanging. So first, Sain decided to do a trade. Obviously, that's an intermezzo, and then you just lose the queen, and that's how the game got ended. I think again you see the clock again that I said for both the
Yeah.
players. The clock is something that they need to work. Parents, you can type your kid's username in the chat, and we will try to feature it.
Yeah, like it is like mostly seen like the players who are in the top 5 or top 10 like try to like gain. They are willing that I want to come on the top, so they try to move their pieces faster so I can complete this game, then go on to the next. No, that is not good. Complete your game at your best. Rather than going for the quantity, go for your quality of the games.
Yeah, I completely am on your side for this. Let us feature a random game from, let's say, I think page 3 is good. Can you pick up a random username that we can take out of this list?
Okay, let's go with Mehul. Like he was just playing a lots of games, like showing the dedication.
Yes, that's correct. But let's try to help this kid and his opponent together. Mehul is playing black, Suryansh is playing white. The kid's elo shows that they are just new to the game, just flourishing to the intermediate level, I guess. And
Oh,
when we look at
okay,
the
that's good.
position, we are in the early opening. Let's just quickly see what has happened on the board. So
Oh,
here, black is trying some tactic. The point is after knight takes on e4, we can play pawn d5 as a fork and
yeah.
get our material back. But
But White
here,
didn't fall for it though.
yes, white didn't fall for it and just decided to kick the knight away. Then some broken pawns, but they are a pawn down right now, if I'm not wrong. And
Who? The White? No, yeah,
black,
the White is
no,
pawn now.
black,
White is
white
pawn.
is a pawn down at this point because they lost a pawn on e4, and their pawn structure is a bit shattered. So we need to see how this game goes further.
Okay, like the White has won
Again,
this game, like, or it's
no, it's
still
still
going on.
going on. We are just
Oh,
looking it from the beginnings to understand the. Now here you
oh,
see
that's a
black.
blunder.
Black took the e5 pawn without worrying about the safety of their queen. So I think kids at this level, especially from this rating range of 500 to 700, they generally do a bit of blunders, not too much, but yes,
Yeah,
they do a bit of blunders. I think they should check their move twice and make it. They should see if they are making a safe move or an unsafe move as a protocol, and by
okay,
doing that, maybe
wait,
they can fix this problem.
again,
On the other
like
hand,
both the
White did
kids,
not figured out that
yeah,
they could have won a free
like it's
queen.
for two moves. It's hanging for two moves.
Probably even more. Now they figured
Okay,
out
at
the
last he got.
yeah,
Okay,
and then
okay,
Black.
same moves. Like white has just given up some moves. It doesn't affect right now, but I will recommend do not use the same moves again and again. Okay,
I think
what?
Bishop. Oh, it's a mate in one now.
Yeah, it's over.
So here the move which was needed was bishop to h6. So you defend your bishop from the queen's attack while you support that pawn for the second time with your bishop
Yes.
and king together, so they cannot checkmate you. The thing the kids need to understand is, in at our beginner level, I know there is one topic of making batteries and creating silent threats, right? Where queen to
Yes,
d4, lead to a mating attack as well, and we have covered these kind of topics for our students too at the beginner level, and I think the kids are well versed with these kind of ideas. So whenever
yes,
your opponent makes a move, always take a bit of time and understand what threat they have created on you before deciding your own move.
for sure.
Okay, I
Like the
think just taking a bit more time. Again, you
white has
see
played a
now.
very good game there.
Again, you see now the Sain is like having the a streak of like 8 games in a row. He has lost none of those 8 games, and also he's having 30 points, so he's having a good lead on the board as well.
Like he has, I think he has started playing after 15 or 20 minutes. I think so. Like he was not there like in the top 10
Uh,
like we have seen there.
Probably the kid has played limited number. Again, you see Arush has also played the same number of games as compared to
Oh,
this guy. Now let's take a game of Arush as well. Wait, what has just happened?
what? The
I
black
mean, the
is
black is two minor pieces down in this position. I mean, one minor piece down at least, and one
it's
rook down now.
completely like lost for the black right
And
now.
within 17 moves, how 1700? I mean, top chess part is a 1400. I mean,
I mean
1500
Arush
is
has
not. Yeah.
if
I
there
mean,
is no
still,
blunder, Arush has played a very well game. If there is no blunders.
exactly. My point is, even at 1400, kids are not weak. They're almost having the strength of a federated player, right? So
Yeah, like
I don't.
there is a strength of like if one blunder, then there is no way to go back.
Yeah, but at 1500, kids are very good at chess. They shouldn't be blundering this much, even if they're playing 1700, 1800. So, what has just happened? Let's try to figure it out. So, basically, White started with something Jobava London type of system here, Rapport
Yeah.
Jobava. And then they went in for this fried liver attack. Okay, it's a preparation that Arush has brought up. I've seen these kind of lines before, and I know this is a byproduct of preparation that this kid has done with his coach. Black tried fighting in this position, obviously. Okay, so
Okay.
Black gave a free pawn and then played the knight forward. I don't know what
It
is
was
Black
like
trying to achieve.
necessary. Like it was like
Yeah,
necessary over that time to protect that pawn on c7. So that pawn is necessary to give up. Like you can not protect with any other over that time.
correct. That's true. Knight to e4 in this position. Also, did you recently participated in the Chessbrainz Battle of 64 2.0?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Like
Okay.
I have
If you've
participated.
gone through the stream, Srinath sir said one very important point, against d4 openings, it's important to bring that c5 pawn into the game, right? And a lot of black players who do not prepare properly with the against the d4 openings as black, if they are not having this flexible c pawn in the position to gain right space in the center, they might run into some quick trouble because your c pawn break and e pawn breaks are the main break against the d4 openings, right? So I
Yes.
think that is also a small thing which is being counted in this position. I'm going to rather add it.
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
obviously,
Like
that pawn created a lot of mess here. The black could have just simply captured. I guess.
No, like there is a fork. There is a
Yeah.
fork, so that's the reason. It's
Oh,
opening up a fork. Discover a
oh, it's
fork as
opening
well.
up the fork, and while oh, you so you cannot take. You need to blunt this bishop immediately. It's a byproduct of that. And again, let's just quickly scroll back and see what just has taken place so far. So early in the opening, I think, yeah,
They have
basically
given up the
after.
queens, like they have exchanged, yeah.
Okay, so here the queen, White just came in with a quick attack after sacrificing that. Not sacrificing, I mean using this attraction and then attacking the king. And then it came up with a fork as well.
Oh yeah.
The knight got
Like
lost, and then
White
White.
has done a very good attack. White has done
White
a
did.
very good.
I think White came up. I would rather like to say not only he did a good execution, but the kid came even with a better, better preparation as well, right? The home preparation was super
Yes,
good with the 100% execution, obviously. So, can you tell me, as a coach,
for
like
sure.
what a kid needs to do to prepare, like how Arush has did, how other kids can prepare, the same way how
Uh,
Arush has did it?
See, like yeah. So see, like for the preparation, like every coach teaches, like in this chess brains, like we all coach have like the same thing to teach the childs. Okay, so every coach teaches, but the thing is here, how many times the kids are using it and executing it. So it's like, see, if your coach has teached one opening, let's suppose on one day, on that day, play 4 5 games on that opening, so you will get the idea that where is my loophole, like where I am lagging. Then from there you improve, and at the time when the coach has taught you a opening, and when you execute it, you will find out some new lines. Next day, discuss with your coach that I have played this move and this thing has been happened. So your coach will tell, okay, for for this thing you can do this moves. So this will prevent, like this is like the curiousness also, like it's not like you are just learning, it's like you are executing, and the curiousness you are having to learn that thing more and more times.
So basically, I can say that after learning something, it is important if your coach is assigning you some task to complete at your home at your convenience, right? You should
Yes.
do it. You should do your assignments properly. You should solve those tactical positions, those endgame preparations. I think everything works all in all. But over the period of time, after learning something new, you keep on using it in your games. You keep on analyzing and refining it with your coach. Take their feedbacks. Keep on improving over the period of time, and then you become how Arush is currently standing on a particular stage right now.
Yes,
Am I correct?
for sure.
Like it's not
For
the work of one day, it is a dedication of a long time of a long journey which has concluded into such a superior game that this kid has showed right now. It's not the work of one day.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure, like
Arush just
it's
quickly did a force queen trade on the board, and obviously he
that's a
kept
very
on
good
trading most the game.
yeah, like the Arush has done a very good thing, like he traded out the queen
And
because
forget
at
the
last.
opening for now. When you see the tactic, the kid is very well prepared. Okay, my opponent's king and their rook is on the one diagonal, right? So there is a tactical weakness of a skewer. Let me play
Sure.
g3. Let me play bishop h3. Let me get that skewer on the board. Let me take the rook. Again, tactically, the kid is also well versed here, if you see. And it's
Yeah.
not a game of one day that we might be witnessing it for like within 4 or 5 minutes, but obviously the kid has spent ages to prepare this thing,
Yes, for sure. Like here,
and
I
a
just
lot
want
of
to add
hard
one
work,
more thing.
dedication from the kid and the coach, the support of the
Yeah.
parents. I think that all together, the backbone of chess brains, that all together have concluded in such a beautiful game.
Yes, like I just want to add one more thing, like over this. Like when you have seen that the kids are preparing, like I have seen that I have also the students like who are saying that I didn't get the tactics like which we are like I have shown you in the puzzles. Okay, so for that thing, I just want to add that tactic is you have to create. Okay, we are teaching, so you need to create that tactic. You have to just like this keyword. which is used to be done in a, if the pieces are two pieces in the standing line, sleeping line, or slanting line. Arush just spotted it, like in the slanting line there is a two pieces, he just skewered. So like these things, it's not like the same thing is going to come. It's like how good you are analyzing the concept. If
That
you
is
are
correct.
just thinking,
Now, yeah.
okay, if you are just thinking that the same thing will come, that will never gonna happen. That is like
Um,
once in a thousands you will see.
so basically, what we see right now, the sign is at the top, and all of the sudden, Raghav Sharma has made on the second position. Now, both kids are taking on each other, so this is going to be a game worth watching. Sain is playing white, Raghav is playing black. What is your take on this position?
On this position, the black is currently going well. But wait, is that blend? Wait, can you go back 2 3 moves?
Yes, I am going to go back for obvious. Here, black
Okay.
gave a fork in the position, and before that, I think, yeah. So black,
And D.
basically, black was an exchange down before this. Then they gave a fork, and they covered their
Okay,
exchange back.
before taking, I will say, before taking on, like, you should first trade the queen, or like it's a bad move.
Mhm.
Like, black has gone into the bad position. First taking the queen, then after taking on the rook, then you have a better position in front of the white. If you just look right
Definitely.
now,
After taking this guy and then they allowed white, they did some sort of intermezzo too. Now black is a piece up at this point.
oh,
Yeah. Okay, so let's just continue with the real game because obviously it is getting intense and then black is just winning this end game. They have a solid passer along the A
yeah,
file. It is now
yeah,
marching for its victory. On the other hand, white doesn't have much left in this position. They can give a couple of checks, try to hold on their king in the center. But if black is good enough, they'll able to figure out the crack here.
yeah.
Basically,
Like
nothing
black
fancy
will
is
win.
needed here.
Black,
You start moving this pawn, the king will automatically get lured on the other side. Take these guys in the meantime, and then you have two more passers on the king side. The principle
yeah,
of two more
black will
pieces.
win it. Black will win it easily. Like,
Definitely. And we do have even this concept at the master level that we have. So, yeah, the pawn is marching for its victory. The king has to go on the other side. Now, black can obviously start collecting
yeah,
the.
black can push
Uh,
on the other side. Yeah, now.
or even if they don't want, they can just promote. I mean, it's almost over right now for a sign. I think this is the first game this kid is going to lose in this whole tournament. Is it also going to impact the leaderboard and that too in the last 5 minutes? Is
Is that like
Sanket
two
going?
minutes
Is
are
a
left?
sign
I
going
think.
to make a comeback after this?
I mean, yeah, still the 5 minutes are left, so I think it can be a table turn.
Yeah, it
If
can be
the
a table
kid,
turn.
if the kid, if the kid was
Again,
on a streak, if the kid is on a streak,
again, the kids can even berserk at the end moment, right? We have that option enabled, if I'm
yeah,
not mistaken, and berserking can take the tables anywhere. We never know. I think the kid is trying to perform a mate, but you should be, not being fancy. Okay, just do the basics right, and you're all in. Right now, even if you get a queen, just do a ladder and complete, and go in your next game. Because again, we have seen Sain being super consistent. If you give him even a couple of minutes, that kid can take the crown back on his head. We never know that.
yeah,
Raghav is trying to be a bit fancy here. Just do the basics right and just complete the game. Yeah,
yeah.
good enough.
Great.
Now let's keep an eye on the leaderboard because this is getting intense. Uh,
Okay,
Raghav
29,
is having
35.
again that player, and even after losing his first game, out of those 10 games, Sain is still managing, his first position. Arush is trying to catch up on the Raghav right now. He's taking on Sanvi.
I mean, one more. If Raghav can make it into the berserk, it will be like
Yes, but he's
like,
not paired against anyone right now. So these
oh,
kids are not paired till now. I think we can take the game of Arush. He's taking on Sanvi right now. Sanvi is playing as black and Arush is playing as white. I think recently I saw that Sanvi got her FIDE rating. I saw it on one of the socials of Chessbrainz. So congratulations to her for getting her international FIDE rating.
That's great.
So
Okay,
pawn to
like
g4 in this
position.
position, and then
Okay,
okay, I'm just trying to look at the material.
white is just like just the one thing for the white is like he's not convinced about the king position. Otherwise, white is going very well.
Yes, and obviously this area can be well exploited by the black with some ideas like fork, winning the free pawns, and then you can have a passer along the a5. So why not?
I mean,
And you should take
in
on
this type of a game,
a2 because your a6 is also hanging at the same time.
oh
Oh, are
wow.
they going for a mating attack? I mean, I would be a
Yes,
bit
yes,
surprised if that happens.
yeah, that is like creating
I
a
am
mating
going to
attack.
be surprised if that happens. The sole reason to that is your queen is already into the defense. So if you're looking to give a mating threat, okay, not a bad selection, but it can go either ways. And I think the
No, no,
kids
it
are
is a
going
very good.
so aggressive because they want to collect those points before the game, this tournament ends. And only
Okay,
2 minutes
okay,
and
it's
50
on the
seconds are
board. It's
remaining.
on the board. It's on the board.
Oh my
The
god.
mating attack is on.
Yes. The king f1 is needed here. Even king h2 is there. But king h2, queen is
Okay,
hanging,
nice,
your rook is
nice, nice,
hanging.
nice defense, by the way.
That's what I said. When the queen is around, it is not so easy to perform a mate. Everyone says, every coach says to their student, queen is one of the best attackers. Queen is also one of the best defenders. The
Yes,
reason she has
for sure.
9 points. Yeah. It's an underrated statement, but yeah, that adds when it's actually needed. And this is one of the examples of it. Now,
Oh,
black somehow found a way to
okay.
continue this.
Wait. Uh,
I think black
Here,
black would have taken a2 and just continued with the passer, but yeah,
I
it's
think
up
white
to them.
should come
Rook
up
takes
with
h3
some.
is in the air right now. Rook takes h3 is also in the air, so they need to be really careful. Back rank sort of tactics might be also there, but king can run obviously. White is
They have
trying to
simplified it.
simplify the position.
Yeah, like it's
Black has
super
a
necessary for white.
Yeah. Now, on the other hand, white is having a broken pawn structure, so they need to be a bit careful because they can end up losing a couple of pawns within the blinks of our eyes. They need to look after
I
c3,
think
then
just
c2, then a2.
getting back the rook on d3 will
Yeah, I think that can be
be
a good way
all
to at least
fine.
neutralize and
Getting
enter
back
into
the
an
rook on
endgame.
d3.
But then also, it's not a clear endgame, right? Like, this is just what I said. That if you are not looking after your weaknesses, it will not take a second to fall. Again, c2 is hanging, a2
Yes,
is hanging.
for
I think
sure.
it's
Like
over. I think black is
now the white
now in a
is
winning position.
now the black is winning. Totally
Because
winning.
after you take on 8, see, black is also ensuring I will not give you a b6 as well. I'll not give you the b6 too. And now black has two connected passers. I think Sanvi's
It's
Sanvi's
good.
being a 1400, she is going to completely outplay Arush here. And the reason might be because the kids, Arush is again in the race of the leaderboard, right? He's
Yeah.
willing to secure position and maybe playing a bit faster to
Ayush
just
has made a berserk.
yes, he has made a berserk, and Sanvi took a good advantage out of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
He has
if she
taken up
just,
the
yeah, I agree to you. Okay, 24 seconds left in the clock. I would also like to keep an eye on the. Okay, yeah.
leader.
Should we go to the leaderboard or let this game end so it can stay a hidden surprise for our viewers?
I think Arush. Uh, okay, Arush has
Okay,
did like very good fight,
that's true.
and there is a
That's
mating threats also he is trying to create. But I don't think Sanvi will give up now.
yeah. He's trying for Rook G8. I mean,
One check is needed. Oh yeah, find
yeah.
it. Good.
Again, the
The
Rook can
repetition,
go.
repetition.
Can be. I mean, Arush should look for that. Okay, the clock has already ended. See, my eyes are not willing to give up on this Rook end game. I genuinely want to see
Yeah.
it. So we'll be revealing the
Oh
winners.
what? What?
Oh, checkmate. I think
I think
Sanvi just missed her
repetition
focus.
is there. Like
Oh yeah.
anyway.
I mean, she was just meant to like give a check or move the king to the side. It could have been a better decision. But
Yeah, like
anyways,
even taking back the rook to backside, it's also not bad idea.
true. And now here we have our winners. We'll start from the 10th position. We have Mr. Chess Forever on the 10th position with 21 points. We have Ani on the 9th position with 21 points. We have Cordy on the 8th position with 22 points. We have Afnan on the 7th position with 22 points. Sankeet on the 6th position with 22 points. Shaurya coming out of nowhere on the fifth position and 24 points. Samagra on the fourth position with 24 points. Arush on the third position with 26 points. Raghav on the second position with 34 points. And Sain maintaining his crown on his head with first position with 38 points and the win rate of 67. But Raghav also had the win rate of 71. So these kids perform exceptionally good in this tournament. We had 64 contestants who participated in this evening. And I think Sanvi also played really well at the end. We saw she was almost winning, but that one, distraction costed the whole game to her. I congratulate to all the participants and winners for tuning in, gaining experience, and showing your skills on the board. Obviously, it was amazing to see this. We will meet
Sure.
in the next stream. Thank you so much, Coach Dhruv, for sharing the stage, sharing your expertise with us. If you have to say something, our viewers are still tuned in.
For sure. Like, it's all about like the chance I always love to give, whatever I have. Like, it's what the coach mentality is. Like, whatever we are having, we love to teach the kids and make them like go for the top. Like, we want just the kids to keep consistency and keep execution. If you are doing these two things, you are discussing on the next day, it will be very good. Like for with your coaches, you will improve your game a lot. And also like that you can go for like one like and one subscribe for like the Abhishek sir who is doing this much of hard work. It's like 33 34 chess brains arena. You will find the Abhishek sir in every one of them. So yeah, it's all up to you.
Okay, so just one thing to add here, just students be open to the feedbacks whenever your coach gives you a feedback. Okay, this is how you can do better. That will help you to get in the top three, and it's not the work of a day. You do it over the period of time repeatedly, and you get better at this game. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, all the viewers. If you liked our work, please hit the like to the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hype up the stream if you can see after liking the video, after liking it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care till then. Bye and have a good time.
Bye.